Jersey, the man accused of killing a Sayreville Councilwoman is in court today. A grand jury indicted Rashid Ali Bynum earlier this month for her murder outside her home. New Jersey reporter Toni Yates live in New Brunswick with more. Toni.
And David, the judge in this case decided that there was just absolutely overwhelming evidence to hold Rashid Ali Bynum in custody while this case proceeds. We also learned new information today about how the victim and the suspect knew each other. That information coming from the prosecutor in this case. We'll show you the video right now. Councilwoman Eunice Dwumfour, according to the state, was shot 14 times as she was driving home back on February 1st, just feet from her driveway. And those were shots that her 11-year-old daughter heard inside their home. That's how close it was. The state has gathered witnesses that identified the suspect. Investigators tracked his cell phone pings that show he traveled from Virginia to New Jersey, back to Virginia. They claim they show he was in the area at the time of the shooting. They also tracked E-ZPass records from the car they say he rented in Virginia using cash, and finally that a gun recovered at one of his Virginia addresses matched the ballistics of the gun used to kill Councilwoman Dwumfour. The judge also cited Bynum's criminal record and risk of flight to decide to detain him.
Based on the totality of the circumstances, including the brutally horrific nature of the crime and the weight of the evidence, this court finds that the defendant has failed to rebut the presumption for detention with the proof necessary to show that he does not pose a danger to the community, a risk to obstruct the criminal justice process, and a risk to not appear in court.
Also in court, the state revealed that the victim and suspect had met each other actually several years ago when Bynum was recruited to join a Nigerian-based church that the former councilwoman was very active in a leadership role. They say at one point Rashid Ali Bynum even moved in with Dwumfour and her daughter, but eventually the church decided that Bynum was not following the beliefs of their organization. They kicked him out and he returned to Virginia. Back live here in New Brunswick, still at this point, there's no word on the motive for her murder. He will be back in court again on October 30th.